The Los Angeles Lakers have had an interesting offseason. LeBron James opting into the final year of his contract caused a commotion about whether he would be traded or bought out, but all signs point to him staying. In free agency, they prioritized signing Jake LaRavia, letting Dorian Finney-Smith go to the Houston Rockets, then scooped up DeAndre Ayton from the buyout market. They went back to the buyout market to secure the services of Marcus Smart, who agreed to a buyout with the Washington Wizards last week. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, Lakers superstar Luka Doncic played a pivotal role in the Lakers landing the former Defensive Player of the Year. "I'm told that the recent Doncic pitch, once Washington granted the 31-year-old and his agent Jason Glushin permission to talk to other teams in search of a post-buyout landing spot, particularly resonated with Smart and helped lead the former Defensive Player of the Year to choose the Lakers over a determined push by the Phoenix Suns to land the former Boston Celtic," wrote Stein. Smart isn't the player he was with the Boston Celtics, as he's only played in 54 games combined in the last 2 seasons due to injuries. In his 39 games with the Grizzlies, who acquired him in a regrettable 3-team trade in the 2023 offseason, he averaged 11.6 ppg for .0 APG and 1.6 SPG, but the issue was only playing 39 games. His 14.5 ppg in the 2023-24 season was actually the most of his career, but he just wasn't on the court enough. After giving up Tyus Jones and a first-round pick to bring Smart in, the Grizzlies had to attach a 2025 first-round pick for the Washington Wizards to take on a salary. The Lakers needed some perimeter defense on a team that has Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, but Smart will have to reach into the Wayback Machine to be the player they need him to be. The Los Angeles Lakers are making some strategic moves this offseason. Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office are looking to build a contender this season. On Monday, Shams Charania of ESPN broke the news that the Lakers are signing undrafted forward Chris Minon. The Los Angeles Lakers plan to sign 7-footer Christian Koloko and forward Chris Minon on 2-way NBA contracts, sources tell ESPN. Minon, undrafted out of Vanderbilt, played for the Warriors in California and Las Vegas summer leagues. Koloko played 37 games for LA last season. Lakers signed Chris Minon to 2-way NBA contract. Minon had a strong 2025 NBA Summer League showing with the Golden State Warriors, averaging 11 points for .3 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and blocking 1.4 shots per game. He has multifaceted strengths in his game. He is a solid scorer who can go out and get a bucket when needed. Minon's Swiss Army knife style must have stood out to the Lakers, who are desperately looking to add more athleticism and versatility. Despite him playing for their rivals in the Summer League, the Lakers signed Minon to a 2-way contract. His highlights below from this year's NBA Summer League show just what he can do on the court. Chris Minon, new Lakers 2-way signing. Vegas SL, 18 miles per gallon. 11 points, 5 reb, 2 AST, 1.4 SDLS, 1.6 BLKS. Looks to be a good win proxy. Guard with good size who can't shoot but plays good defense. One aspect he has that's different: athletic pop. The Lakers recently waived center Trey Jemison III, guard Shake Milton, and Jordan Goodwin. In addition to Marcus Smart, the Lakers signed center Christian Koloko and Chris Minon to 2-way deals with those open spots. In Minon's case, he will have a chance to develop into a solid NBA pro by playing with the South Bay Lakers in the G League. When called up to the Lakers, he will be mentored by players like LeBron James and Luka Doncic. This will do wonders for Minon's development and confidence, as his skill set could even have him seeing time on the court with the Lakers this upcoming season. The Lakers' strategy is clear. They're looking to develop young talent. In the same breath, players like Minon could contribute right away for the team off the bench. Whether or not Minon sees significant time on the floor this season remains to be seen. When the Los Angeles Lakers traded for young superstar guard Luka Doncic ahead of February's NBA trade deadline, the franchise's motivations became clear: build a future for the post-LeBron James era. Now, instead of building around James, which they already won a championship by doing, the Lakers are preparing to build around Doncic and will continue competing for a title for the next decade if they do it properly. That means, especially once James either leaves Los Angeles or retires, the Lakers will need to find a co-star to take some weight off of Doncic. A name that was recently brought up as a potential co-star for Doncic was New Orleans Pelicans forward Zion Williamson. However, Lakers insider Jovan Buha recently discussed why that pairing would be a bad idea. "I will say Zion, Luka, and AR Reeves, and Ayton and whoever. I see some major concerns defensively," Buha said. "And I think if you traded for Zion, that probably means you need to move on from Austin, honestly. Because Zion and Luka, for as skilled and gifted and talented and dynamic, and just the production between those two, like there are some real defensive concerns." Williamson, 25, is an unbelievable offensive force when he is healthy, and he has proven that throughout his young career. While there are undoubtedly some injury and defensive concerns around him, the former first overall pick is a star. Offensively, it would be incredible. Luka Zion pick and roll probably would be the best pick and roll in the NBA, Buha continued. I don't know. It could be worth a swing, I guess, especially if you're thinking more like future term, but the concerns with Williamson are the health, some of the decision-making off the court that he's had, and the defensive limitations. On paper, a duo of Doncic and Williamson would be virtually unstoppable, but the reality is that Los Angeles would be unlikely to take a big swing at the Pelican star. Of course, there are questions about whether or not the Pelicans want to trade Williamson away. Regardless, especially if it were to mean fueling a potential Lakers championship run. Los Angeles Lakers forward Dalton Knecht, who was selected by the storied franchise with a number 17 overall pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, turned heads with a strong 2024-25 regular season in Los Angeles. He played in all but 4 of the team's 82 regular season contests and averaged 9.1 points per game, while shooting 37.6% from three-point range. However, since the end of the regular season, there hasn't been much to write home about regarding Knecht. He hardly saw the floor in Los Angeles' first-round series against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 2025 NBA playoffs, and he's also on the heels of a very forgettable Summer League stint. Across 6 games played with the Lakers in Summer League, he averaged just 11.7 points per contest and shot an abysmal 32.1% from the field and 23.7% from deep. It was recently reported by Lakers insider Jovan Buha that Knecht is no longer worth a first-round valuation. The chatter in Vegas about Dalton Knecht was not good, Buha said. And after we recorded, Dalton played again, and he had another rough game. So, it's not been. Summer League has not helped Dalton Knecht's stock, and I don't think at this point he is valued as a first-round pick in terms of an asset evaluation. That was what I heard in Vegas from talking to multiple people, non-Lakers people, just gauging what would you give for Dalton Knecht, or if the Lakers are putting Dalton Knecht in a trade, what is he worth? And the feedback I got was no longer worth a first-round valuation. It's hard to predict what exactly Knecht's role with the Lakers as a sophomore in the coming 2025-26 season will look like after he looked out of sorts in Summer League. Lakers fans might have a difficult time wrapping their head around the fact that the same player who was ice-cold in Summer League and a non-factor in the 2025 NBA playoffs tied a rookie single-game record for most made threes early on in his maiden season. He buried a whopping 9 three-pointers in a contest against the Utah Jazz and went off for 37 points in that game. The Lakers are certainly hoping that Knecht's lackluster play after the 2024-25 regular season marks just a long slump for him. They'd love for him to get back to scoring the ball from deep at an efficient rate in the 2025-26 season. If his shooting woes persist into the coming season, it's not out of the realm of possibility that Knecht finds himself out of head coach J.J. Redick's rotation. It could prove to be imperative to his future with the Lakers that he regains his shooting touch.